Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War I Empires in Turmoil DLC, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Old Crow Balthazor Strategic Arcana, of course. The rematch, he's playing the reds, we're playing the whites, and this should be my 25th turn, presumably end of May. Turns are getting shorter now, we're getting into the summer, so a lot of action ahead of us. Yeah, last term we had some tiny setbacks, but basically we were also just like doing logistics, refreshing, upgrading our troops, but the enemy of course used the time too, so far, yeah, but I think a hot summer is ahead of us right now, since our offensive is soon starting. Potentially we started our northwestern push a little bit too early since we had losses there, and now when we want to start with the southerners we can't really keep up. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. Let's see here, our Karelian happiness. Oh, they destroyed really... Wow, now he's bringing more troops to the north. I mean, that's impressive. Oh my god, and he's hunting further from my course. This is so... well... How is he suddenly so destructive there? I'm really surprised he's always so eager to destroy units. Well, that seems to be Balthazor's playstyle. I mean, it's of course nice when they're not around anymore, but not that relevant from my opinion. Well, of course the core down up there is very annoying, and it takes about all my offensive capabilities in the area basically. Yeah, next it will be Karelian green balls. We are going to hang those balls like X-Men Scrum and... Okay. Wow. Yeah, I mean, once again, this is not good at all, but it's also not terrible. It's, yeah, we are using, look at those units, they're also like fighting a lot, the enemy. Of course we can't deal the same damage. Yeah, that they were so successful, there must be a great general around, to be honest. And here this is also crazy, I didn't expect this to happen. Enemies really moving in with a lot of troops, opening up here the line again. Should be able to interrupt it though. We're gonna get there in a second. No news here. Well, he tried to... now he's trying to go for Smolensk. Everyone's getting serious over here. Definitely gonna retreat these boys and try to get them back on strength. Yeah, I think this turn is when we're gonna start our offensive here. We said Kaluga is probably here, getting directly at Kaluga, and Tula is the most promising option for us, to be honest, since, yeah, the supply, the cities here, and from here if we could still easily cut this off, which endangers this entire front line, or cuts them off. He did not attack here at Voronezh, which is great, since I feared a little bit since we moved Wrangel out here and these units were left without any command, so yeah, I was fearing this a bit, but it's okay. No news down here, no news in the Ural. Well, we're gonna dig in and use this here. Maybe he's coming now for the northern whites. Is this a serious attempt, or is just fixing gaps in combination with this comment? Is he going for the western whites now? But I feel like he's got to, at some point, withdraw anyways, to some extent. He can't keep this up when we're really going to attack. I feel like this is a powerful... He doesn't know about all the Ukrainian cores, for example. I think Smolensk is almost, if there's nothing happening, quite an easy game for us to take. Easy game is too much, but can even attack this turn. We will also. Okay, but let's start, kick it off in the north as always. Here we do have... Oh. We need an HQ basically at once over here. And then let's risk it a bit. Do we want to actually... no, I don't want to move up. Maybe he has the unit in Molokta, and let's just see. We can wait the one more turn. I mean, the supply is getting terrible. They might run out and starve to death, but yeah, I'm risking this now. Pressure is more important. Yeah, here. Nice. You can't dig in here, okay. Shall we reveal ourselves here to keep on attacking? No. mean, now he can push north, presumably here, if he wants to. Yeah, but come on. Let's have him. If he wants to come and check out our HQ, I would like to attack that. We have here a little bit the Marines as a small ambush surprise. I think he can't attack this way, potentially, presumably. Well, I just wanted to keep on pushing here. Would be lovely to take Padovsk. Yeah, but I'm surprised the enemy moves up so many units over here. Okay, wow. Well, we can't keep this up forever. Yeah, I would like to crash these boys though. But no success over here. I feel like we have to retreat for a bit. Yeah, at least this position has to be given up. Sad. Let's then move at least here. Wait, one more attack somewhere? Nope. Yeah, I'm really surprised how strong. I mean, he had cores, of course, this is something else. Yeah, we might also lose this division over here, to be honest. But it is what it is. We're gonna buy them back. The Northwestern Whites, yeah. We need to wait, of course, since we don't have... Yeah, the losses are higher than normally, of course. But it is what it is. What I do want to check is potentially... Yeah, now we have here our Polish Air Force. Which everybody's a huge fan of course. Let's see, the recon bombers. I would like to know if the enemy has, like, what the level of supply or how many units are here in the area. Yeah, I would like to hear, we should get some kind of good reconnaissance. But do we need the airship for that? Recon bombers, not that. Okay, we taps is slightly manned. Let's get... There's not a lot of backup resources here. Okay, I don't think this is a major offensive. This is just like he trying to crush our capabilities. Wow, I'm kind of happy that we invested in the Air Force, to be honest, because I feel like this gives us some kind of flexibility. Damn, how much I would love to unleash these Poles in here, but nope. Ain't going to happen. Okay, let's do this. Cut them off, nice. Ah, that wasn't smart. Well, it is what it is. Let's then start the cut off. Then let's nevertheless start it. Ah, yeah, this unit should have. Yeah, Smolensk, I feel like, will be taken. Yeah, these guys are retreating. I feel like here we've got to force march, but that's okay. Should we bring... wait, that's what I want to do. Nice. Yep, I think this Smolensk won't hold too long like this, to be honest. And let's bring the Ukrainians. Yeah, we will need the border here. We can upgrade the next to Bryansk. No huge damage over here, but it's gonna be hard for the enemy to prevent the fall of Smolensk, to be honest, yeah. Okay, they really wait at the end. That would be so annoying. I mean, where do they want to go, to be honest? That's just some therapy for the Poles, so they have something to do. Okay. Then the essentials. Let's have before we forget about them, just because I have them at the moment. Let's force march the Terex up here. Wow, still such a good attack chance. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do stuff first here. So what can we actually achieve? We have the Nikin, we have Ranga. Let's see that the best units are definitely you shouldn't be attached to the planes because we're almost not using them. Now we're having actually almost, yeah, we can attach them because that's fine. Because there's not too much to do. Let's use them for a quick reconnaissance flight to Tula. Reconnaissance isn't that great, but at least we see something here. I mean, that's not very unexpected. We have 2 corps here next to Kaluga. Yeah, we have to kind of... We have 2 options. Either we dig in here and try to get into a... We could dig. Try to get into a defensive position with a prepared bonus here. Or attack right from the start. I'm almost tempted, I mean this is just a 3-2, you know. It is bad for us, but they have 1 entrenchment over a river and we could de-entrench them with this attack and keep on going. I think we're gonna directly attack. Oh, the worst possible outcome, not the worst, but yeah, terrible outcome for us. Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. Here we gotta dig in, even if it provokes potentially. That isn't great. That isn't great indeed. Let's see what we can. Come on! Nice, at least something. I mean, we could come now when... Oh, this was a division that I used. Oops, okay, then it wasn't that terrible. I thought this was actually a core. We could potentially... Shall we use the tanks here for a breakthrough this turn? We cannot really don't have a huge high mobility, that's the thing. Oh, I thought I could move in here, then not. I fear a bit for the tanks, to be honest. But yeah, to be honest, there's the cores are here. I think he's not gonna shuffle. He can shuffle, of course, as he always does, to hunt down units. I don't want to lose my cores down here, that's the thing. But they're gonna be easily resupplied right now here. I think I should try to take one out. Painful. Nice! But there we go, 1 core out. of the defensive here the most... Yeah, I hope the tanks won't have a problem. Then I'm gonna reinforce here, so I would like to have them at strength, yep. Let's move up here, wrangle a bit further. Let's use the... Oh, it's 3, that's not too good. There is not too much here in the back, to be honest. Wow, and we have a 1-1 with the resident entrenched. We're definitely gonna go for this. Ooh. But... Tricky. I would love to... This core needs to go somewhere else, by the way. Obviously. I can ignore, he can push over the Don if he wants to. We're just gonna hold the line over here. That core was not smoothly positioned. We need to bring it up here. And we will, but it's okay. Because these 2 cores, I'm gonna also shift the attention. Should we go in a position ourselves or dig in? And there. And this is a precarious situation here for these 2 units here too. He cannot really support Smolensk. He also has to help out over here. And we're still outnumbering him, that's the beauty. Three, wow. I think I'm rather going to... dig in here now. So he can't, because then we have prepared... Yeah, he can use his prepared attack now, but... I feel like we have high attack, we have great generals here. He can't take up in case he has a breakthrough. And yeah, that's the main points. And in case he rotates too much and they have lower morale, we have the prepared bonus too. We can strike really hard, I think. So this is why we're gonna bring also these boys here. And then exactly, we're gonna do it like that. That's great, actually. That's all I wanted. And then we can move these boys here. Bring them actually closer to their command, which will not be sufficient, but yeah, I'm quite... This is looking good. Don't have any reinforcements this turn. What is incoming actually? We have, yeah, Southern White Infantry. Great. Oh, no! I want to click here. Ah, whatever. And we're gonna force march them. And we've got the Don Cossack. That's great, the division here. Yeah, perfect. Can use them immediately here. Filling up the ranks. Yeah, that's the beauty about the Don Cossacks. They spawn right where we need them. Okay, then talking about them, these guys get their upgrades. This turn we should have some more MPP available as well. Let's bring them here. Okay. Is Saratov maybe not manned? That would be a super trick. Yes, manned. But not super strongly, right? Let's bring the Astrakanis here to Kamchin and have them defended. And here we're gonna bring the cap here again. And we just wanna pose this threat that he never can underestimate. That's the idea over here. Yeah, the losses were too high for my taste, but we took out one core, that's great, which is gonna be missed already over here, and we're threatening directly. I mean, look at this amount, he will be scared. At the same time, I still think that Smolensk is kind of going to fall in a bit. There's no chance for him to really stop us. I think so, at least, because yeah, now they can reinforce still. But yeah, he has troops here. He brought just troops here. He has the. Let's have a quick look at the report. It's just still 32%. Yeah. We're still heavily outnumbering him. Okay. So much about that. Then over here, yeah, we're gonna use this. The attack is so lovely. Then let's see. This one is still not lovely. That wasn't great. Okay, well, that was not as planned, but sometimes shit happens. Then over here, let's see. Let's 0 supply, goddammit. I would like to take this Tamak here quickly. Let's bring definitely these boys here to Eletsk. Oh, take it, that's good. Because Orenburg is also a capital, right? This is a lot. Actually, this should bring probably strength 10 or 8, so this is 16 or 20 MPP actually for the Ural Whites. And he can't send reinforcements at the moment, so I feel like this should be ours anytime soon. Yeah, I don't want to move in too hard by now. I think we can risk of... Oh, they have no supply, right? So maybe upgrading that is actually... We're gonna siege them anyways, right? We don't have level 2 yet. That's the reason why we cannot upgrade. Okay. Then let's... move in. The time has come. And if he wants to take Eletsk right into Orenburg without any resistance, he can't move out there. That's the beauty. Yeah, I'm excited for Orenburg. Over here. Czech Legion. Yeah, I think I should just get the upgrades out over here. The reinforcements out, and from then yeah, we're gonna just save up. Okay, the train is still here. Can we use the train? Nah, it's just basically this is where we can use them. Yeah. Let's get them back to full strength, so this is where we will stay. Those balls like Xmas ornaments from the tree-lined lanes of Petroshvodovsk. This is this one. Boah. I think there must be also an HQ considering how well they fight. So yeah, he's giving it all up here. Was it smart? We had these losses before. Oh my god, off. But I just wanted to know, yeah, next turn. I mean, I could march them through to Lake Ladoga actually here right now. From here, if we could start a landing operation. Yeah, I'm just gonna use here just quickly to... let's find out... How can we do this smoothly, finding out what's in Petrograd right now without showing our real intentions? It is free. Yeah, maybe that is a thing to do. I mean, when we go here, he still can't hear. He could see us with these boys from here, not. Well, or just to Zvanka to cut the entire thing here off. Also an idea. Then we lose the Petrograd momentum, but I found this actually a cooler operation and not so cheesy in parentheses. I don't know. Also, we could, by the way, operate these guys here. And I think I will. Nobody needs them around here. Oh! Uh-oh! We do need them around here. Okay, let's see if we can take Vologda or not. Otherwise, we have to retreat back to this position with these guys, and then we can operate out. That's the idea over here. Yeah, so much about the turn already. I hope that it would be more of a extravaganza over here. I mean, the attack on Kaluga has commenced. It's not like the enemy, of course, wasn't prepared and well-sitting organizations. It was clear that this was coming with losses. Yeah, the Polish division. Let's have them here. Yeah, nobody really cares now at the moment. If he doesn't make peace with the Poles, they just sit there and wait if anybody's coming. Yeah, the Poles research. Still nothing to do. Still waiting for the Air Force updates. I'm gonna get actually this armored train for the Poles. I just want to test out different stuff. They're fast at least and so forth. That's the idea here. Then the Northern Whites, 160. Yeah, this would be the CAF. How many can we control right now? I think this would be a CAF division. That could help us this year, or we're still waiting for the Takin in HQ. I feel like until this is here. Yeah, I said I wanted to go for it, but now I'm kind of tempted to just go for the CAF. Yeah, especially if he's coming for us right now, and maybe it was just a bluff, but yeah. Ooh. Nevertheless, let's get them. We're gonna have some reinforcements. Yeah, let's do that first. CAF division for the Northern Whites. Or recon bomber. Oh, this is useful, but in the end we have the Air Force here close by. It's not, nah. Let's get them. Oh, wow, this time Southern Whites have lots to invest. 410, let's have a quick look. Do we have research to do? We could invest into research. However, yeah, we decided kind of against any industrial stuff. We can still go for mobility. That's what seems the most reasonable for me. However, until it's done, and then it's nice to get extra points, of course. But once it's done, I'm a little bit scared for my tanks over here. But I hope they can retreat, and then good supply over here. Yeah. Southern Whites. Once they're the mobility takes a lot of MPP to put into the units also, so I don't know if this is going to be so quick. So let's see, do we have anything that we have to replenish or get out again? Yeah, we lost a couple of CAF divisions. I mentioned that I would like to get a next... Is it the time now or just... Actually, yeah, August, it's quite quick, right? August would be still helpful for the summer. I would like the third HQ for the Southern Whites, and we're getting tons of new units. And tons is too much, but just to operate here in this area since we saw these supply problems. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go for it. It's kind of what I'm missing right now. I would love to get also more other units, as always, of course. Mantonov has 7, okay. But 6 is okay. Or it's helping out the Don Cossacks, of course. Very tempting. Third corps for them. Could directly help us. Actually, let's move our head of operations here back to Mikhailovka, actually. This is something we can do. Because why not? I think should improve our supply a bit, and we're letting the enemy know that we're still here and that we're strong. Or not weak. HQ for those guys, or for third corps for those guys, or wow, but look at this, the enemy is really concentrating still lots of troops in this area whilst we're pushing for Moscow. I kind of expect him to operate a couple of these units anyways in the area. sooner or later. So for the flexibility, let's get an HQ, yeah. Long story short, you can also get Mamontov. Okay. Nah. I don't know any of those guys by heart. We could be a little bit cheap and just save up on like a little bit because we just wanted for the supply, but come on, and let's take the better one. Let's go for Mr. Alexeyev. Yes, let's do it. Coming in August. That's good. Yeah, leaving us with only little MPP, but that's okay. Next time we're gonna buy more divisions or maybe support for those guys or these here. Yeah. Christmas trees, blah, yeah, he's... Need to hang those balls like Xmas ornaments from the 3 lines lanes. No! No! Oh, I can't do anything that I'm... well, too bad. This is like new intelligence strategy, just dropping weird comments so the enemy doesn't really know what's going on at all. That. Apostrophe. Yeah, here this is really a setback and it was probably badly done by me. I would have, in the aftermath I would say I should have rather... done it earlier, later, wait for this attack to commence. But at the same time, it has been pulling attention and resources over here of this entire section is now in a fight over there. Whilst, yeah, this is surprisingly weak here. And we can potentially, after taking Smolensk with the tabs, kind of make a connection even between northwestern and southern whites here. This would be awesome. Guys, let's finish the turn quickly together since, yeah, you know the drill, nothing to do anymore. Let's see if anything big happens somewhere. Yeah, in pulse, yoo-hoo. Getting better. Tank level 2, yeah. I hope we're not gonna lose this tank. Yeah, Arcana shouldn't have the strength. They're on 8, they can retreat. They are tanks, they have fantastic commanders, good supply. They will, I doubt they will destroy them. Guys, wow. Research costs refunded. Uh-huh. What was that? Did we double shit anything that was just finished? That's interesting. Anyways, we have tons of supplies with the Southern Whites once again. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you think of the beginning of our spring and summer offensive here in Central Russia? Yeah, and of course, if you haven't yet, it would be simple fantastic if you leave both me and Balthazar likes and subscriptions to support our cause a bit and make our time worth the while. Thank you so much for your support and your time, and of course, most importantly, see you next time in the next episode. We're going to continue our struggle for yeah, the Russian dominance. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.